And the cotton's high.
Real high.
Oh, your daddy's rich. And your mama good looking.
Looking like a 10 come again.
So hush, little baby, don't you cry.
Not shed, not tear. I'm here.
One of these mornings,
Rise up, rise.
you're gonna rise up singing.
Legend of the North.
And just spread your wings as you take to the sky.
Rising to the sky so high.
But till that morning, there'll be nothing to harm you.
Can't harm me, I know. Summertime taking it slow.
With Mama and Papa staying by.
Keep me company.
Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Oh, your daddy's rich and your mama good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry, don't you cry.
When I known her since I was a little youth, she always told the truth, who rockin' in a booth. Yo, found her in a cage, put a key in a lock. Open up and watch her fly high with the flock. Summertime is hot, real hot in the city. Gotta be smart, real thought, are you with me? Living in the Babylon, originally interesting, now we need protection. Gotta place your rest. Hear the youth, the earliest to rise.
There'll be nothing to harm you.
The family ties, you know my size, just look into my eyes.
With Mama and Papa staying by.
They be looking out for me, keep me company.
Oh, don't you cry. Don't you cry.
Don't stress in your brain. You got to try your
Don't you cry. Don't you cry.
Oh, my, my. Oh, Lord. My. Old man turned 98. He win a lottery and die next day. It's a black fly in Chardonnay. It's a death road party, 2 minutes late, and it's erratic. Do you think? It's like rain on a wedding day. It's a free ride when you're already paid. It's a good advice that you just can't take. And who would have thought it's the girl? Mr. Play safe was afraid to fly. Pack his suitcase and kiss his kids goodbye. He waited his whole damn life to take that flight. And as the plane crashed down, he thought, well, isn't this nice? Isn't it ironic? Do you think? It's like rain on a wedding day. It's a free ride when you're already paid. It's a good advice that you just can't take. And who would have thought it's the girl? Like it on your cigarette break. It's like 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife. It's like meeting this woman, she's my beautiful wife. Isn't this ironic? Do you think? Isn't this ironic? Ha! It's like rain on a wedding day. It's a free ride, and you're already paid. It's a good advice that you already take. And who would have thought it's given? Oh Lord, at the right day.
I put a spell on you. 'Cause you're mine. You better stop the thing you're doing. I said, watch out, I ain't lying. I ain't gonna take none of your fool around. I ain't gonna take none of you putting me down. I put a spell on you. Watch out, I ain't lying. Yeah. I ain't gonna take none of your fool around. I ain't gonna take none of your put me down. Put a spell on
There was a
a guy that jumped off a Carnival cruise line recently, jumped off the balcony of a Carnival cruise ship into the ocean and drowned because he got into a fight with his wife about his bar tab. So he jumped into the ocean and drowned. That story sounds crazy to anyone who's never been married. But I swear to God, I'm not saying this for a fact. When I heard that story, my reaction was like, yeah, I could totally see how something like that would happen. You're drunk, I'm on vacation. You're friggin' drunk, I'm on vacation. You're gonna be hungover tomorrow. We're supposed to take ice sculpting classes on the Lido deck. If you don't shut the hell up, I'm gonna jump off this balcony. Everyone's very nice here in Canada. Canadians are nice. I'm not used to it sometimes. I checked in a hotel and they put me in the handicap room. But like as a nice thing, but I didn't know. She was just trying to give me the bigger room, I guess. She's like, I'll put you in the handicapped room. And then, like, I had to be all appreciative now every time I walk past her. Thank you. I never thought that one day I might take a dump with my feet 3 inches off the ground. It is quite a special room. I slipped in the shower and almost fell. How ironic would that have been to become handicapped while actually staying in the handicapped room? I'm sorry, sir, you're never gonna walk again. Well, ordinarily I'd be upset, but I'm actually all hooked up with a place to crash for the next couple days, so. I live in New York City. That place is so in your face. I can't even take it anymore. I was on the train the other day. This guy screams across the tracks. He screams, he goes, yo, Monica! Yo, Monica, yo, you got AIDS, yo. I thought, wow, that's how they tell you? That Michael Moore's right. We have the worst healthcare system. Up here in Canada, they'd call you up, right? Maybe an email or some sort of fax or something. They don't hire a Puerto Rican kid to scream across the subway tracks. Why don't we use that for all our health alerts? Yo, Greg, you cholesterol high, son. Oh, man, thank you, Hector. I'm trying to stay youthful, so I've started texting, which is like the new technology. I can't stop doing it. I'm texting 24 hours a day now. At first, I thought it was the stupidest thing. Now I'm walking around like some crack-addled praying mantis all day long, just texting away. The other day, I was making plans with my friend. We texted each other back and forth for like 45 minutes. Seriously, 45 minutes of texting. Finally, I was like, man, if there was only a way I could speak to this person, that would really expedite matters. If they can just invent some sort of device. I read where the leader of Iran is he put the head of the phone company in prison because he was getting prank text messages. Someone is prank texting the leader of Iran. He's out there giving speeches and getting prank texted. The streets will run red with the blood of the infidel. Oh, no, you smell like camel, LOL. I'll pee, poof, fart on your sister. Sideways smiley face. I'm getting old, that's a drag. I had to join the gym because the doctor told me to join the gym. That's a pretty sad reason to start exercising, not to look better, not to get laid, just to not die. The guy's giving me the tour around. This is the leg press, it's good for your glutes and your quads. Oh yeah, where's the heart attack delayer machine? My friend is like this born-again Christian type, and he's always protesting. You know, Christian groups wanted to boycott Walmart stores because Walmart was asking their employees to say Happy Holidays instead of Merry Christmas. Happy Holidays. Is that so terrible? It's not just Christmas. Other groups are celebrating holidays around the same time, right? Like the Jews, for example. They have some kind of little nonsense holiday that they celebrate in the shadows of our cool Christmas, and it would just be wrong not to include them, because let's face it, if you're a Jew and you're shopping at Walmart, you know, chances are your life ain't going according to plan. So why rub salt in the wounds with all that Jesus stuff? Jews they have the greatest religion, but they have some strange rituals too, like the circumcision party. Have you been invited to one of the circumcision parties? My friend, if you have a kid, you circumcise the kid and it's a big party and you invite everybody over. I had to go to see a kid get circumcised. What kind of party thing? What do you even wear? I just wore a tie with the end snipped off. Like, how's this? How is circumcision part of the Judeo-Christian faith? God made man in his image, except for the penis part. That we have to fix immediately. Immediately that has to be addressed. There's no way God has a penis that looks like it's about to rob a bank. I'll leave you with this last thought about the States, which, you know, it's just such a spoiled bunch of babies in that country. Every grown-up now, you know, if you have a birthday in a restaurant, they have the whole kitchen staff sing happy birthday. Like, when did that start happening? That was a thing for babies and children. Now grown men are having a birthday and every waiter has to form a big happy birthday, congratulations for not dying festival with cupcakes and sparklers, happy birthday, happy birthday. I was in a restaurant, everybody's out singing to this dude. Even the dishwasher has to come out and sing happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. It's my birthday too, but no one's singing happy birthday to me. I'm in the back washing dishes for 50 cents an hour and still I'm the bad guy for taking away American jobs. I'm not taking away a job from nobody. I'm out there doing that by myself. No one wants a job doing that crap, believe me. Okay. Arguably, all of us coming over here collectively are lowering the labor rates in America. Maybe we could debate it on those merits, but no, nobody ever wants to talk about that. It's like, you're taking away our jobs. Hey, if it's such a problem, why don't you just penalize the employers who hire us? Oh, because that would be politically unpopular. How old are you now? Thank you very much, everybody. Take it easy. Thank you.
Tell everybody. Tell them all, honey. Come on, tell them.
I just worked all day. I was busy.
Come on. I'm trying to get Shannon to come on screen with me, but she just worked all day and she doesn't want to. Well, go shower and do whatever you need and I'll... Okay. What? I know it's Thursday. Well, yeah, I asked people the other day if they would like a Thursday show. Some people said they would be here. Not everybody's here, but that's fine. Exactly. That's my whole reasoning, is to be away from my family. Sorry, honey, I got a show to do. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Considering I have chickens, I would guess that... I honestly don't know. I would guess the fucking... I have no idea. You kind of need an egg to have a chicken, right? But then again, without the chicken, can you have the egg? Bangin', you want a Shannon program? Dude, I've talked to her about working out, man. I've talked to her about working out. She claims once we get all this shit out of our garage, she claims that she's going to, because there's a lot of stuff in there. We just took some of it to the Salvation Army. Banga says she needs to tell us why she makes you do things. What do you think she makes me do? What do you think she makes me do? Oh, wow. Is there really not... What?
Okay.
I thought there was a video for this.
This first song is a song I wrote about circumcision. And it's called God Hates the Tips of Little Babies' Dicks.
God hates the tips of little babies' dicks. God hates the tips of little babies' dicks. So if your kid's a male, even though he'll scream and yell, you gotta cut it off, or the little soul will burn in hell.
Well, way back in the beginning, God was making men and women.
to male. Even though he'll scream and yell, you gotta cut it off, or his little soul will burn in hell. God gathered people's leaders, said start sniffing babies' wieners. This will be a sign of our love and covenant. You then went and raised objections, saying they didn't see the connection. But he said, I'm God, so none of this needs to make sense. He told them, go cut him with the scalpel, go cut him with the scissors, or go and perform a matitza bapet. Matitza! That's when the rabbi sucks the blood out the baby's penis with his mouth. I swear to God, that's a real thing. Go and Google it. Today across the land, people still keep his commands. Children learn their first lesson right after birth. After birth. The ones who are supposed to protect them hold them down and painfully correct them. Then they smile and say, welcome to life on earth. God hates the tears.
It is weird, isn't it? Isn't it weird? Yeah, God made us perfect, but yet we had to cut off some of our skin, right?
Because that's what God instructs, unless it's not, and some ancient pervs just made it up.
Yeah, maybe some pervs just fucking made it up. I don't know, man. I'm circumcised. Most people I know are circumcised, but then I hear from people supposedly that aren't circumcised that you actually lose feeling when you get circumcised. So I honestly have no fucking idea. It is weird, though. Nobody gives a shit about men, right? As soon as we get yanked out, we get our fucking heads of our dick cut off. Or not the heads, but at least the tip. Nobody cares. Is anybody out there crying for those babies? Nobody cares at all, right? Hey, who wants to go join me at one of the protests for the pro-life, anti-life, whatever? We're going to go out there and we're going to start protesting against circumcision. I know a lot of people that are wholeheartedly against circumcision. I actually became friends with a woman, she was like, I don't know, kind of a libertarian and political person. And she's hardcore against circumcision, but she also posts pictures of her big floppy tits, so it's very weird. It's very fucking weird. Yeah, she's like, I'm all natural. She's like hardcore all natural, and she posts pictures of her big floppy boobs. I don't know if I'd be a psycho, but I don't know if we need it. Do we really need circumcision? Honestly, why do we need circumcision other than it's just kind of what we do? Bangin', are you circumcised? Stubby says, no more Thursday night show for your Minnesota channel. Well, they're not on Twitch anymore, so...
In 2012, the American Academy of Pediatrics published a policy statement in which they said that the benefits of male circumcision outweighed the risks of the procedure. They cited health benefits, which, while not great enough to warrant a recommendation for all males to undergo the procedure, were significant enough in their minds to make sure that all who wanted it could get it and that it should be covered by insurance. Not long after, the CDC concurred. But what is the evidence for and against circumcision? That's the topic of this week's Healthcare Triage. For years, pediatricians have cited studies that show that being uncircumcised is a risk factor for developing a urinary tract infection. They point to research that shows that penises that are circumcised have lower levels of yeast and bacteria on them. Even more compelling, cohort studies showed that there was a 10-fold increase in the rate of urinary tract infection in boys who were uncircumcised versus those who were circumcised. That's a relative rate difference, though, not an absolute difference. The actual rates of urinary tract infection were 1.1% versus 0.1%. for an absolute rate difference of about 1%. This means that the number needed to treat is 100, or that 100 boys would need to be circumcised to prevent one urinary tract infection. Other studies say the number might be even higher. It's really hard to argue that this decrease is worth a permanent surgical procedure. It's especially hard to argue given that we don't really have data from randomized controlled trials. It's possible that there's something else different about boys who were circumcised against those who were not, especially since the vast majority, more than 80%, of boys in those studies were circumcised. Regardless, this amount of benefit seems to pass the threshold for coverage by insurance, which is low, so it's available to any who want it. Another benefit sometimes touted for circumcision is a reduced risk of penile cancer. Case control studies have reported that men who are uncircumcised.
Wait. How often are there cases of penile cancer? I don't even know if I'm aware of penis cancer. Penile cancer? Stumpy, they had something. Honestly, I don't think anybody really knows. They are suspended indefinitely. They've been streaming on YouTube. Penile cancer, symptoms, causes, treatment, and prevention. I would like to know what the cause is. Penile cancer, cancer of the penis, is when cells grow out of control on or in a man's penis. Oh my gosh. It often starts with the skin cells and can work its way inside. It's rare, but can be true. I've never heard of penis cancer before. Penile cancer causes and risk factors. Experts don't know exactly what causes penile cancer. Oh, wow. Research shows that it's more common in men who have HPV, are over 60, smoke, have a weakened immune system, aren't circumcised. Fluid and thick buildup called smegma can collect under your foreskin. Clean your penis. Now, here's the thing. Are you going to get any UTIs or any issues if you actually clean your shit? Right? Like, I'm going to guess if you actually clean your penis, move the skin back, clean it, you're not going to have those issues, right? That's got to be nice. You're not circumcised, and then you get issues with your body because you decide not to clean yourself. I don't know if they know. Aaron said that they were not told. It was he said they weren't told. I know when I got suspended, it was they said where in their terms of service what I had violated, but what they claimed wasn't true. It wasn't actually true. So, and again, if you read the terms of service, they can kick you off at any time for any reason. It does not matter whatsoever.
Hi, my name is Mark. I'm from Somerville, Massachusetts, and I'm expecting a son, so I'm curious about the pros and cons of circumcision.
Hi, Mark. Officially, the American Academy of Pediatrics actually does not recommend routine circumcision. However, there's two ways to look at this. On the one hand, circumcision does result in a small reduction in the risk of urinary tract infections and also a small reduction in the risk of future STD transmission. There's also a reduction in the risk of complications to the penis. However, the risks are so small to any of these that most insurance companies actually don't pay for circumcisions. On the other hand, parents who want their child circumcised, for example, because the father is circumcised, that's a very personal preference. And if you decide you want to have your son...
It is weird how they've convinced parents that that's something to do, right? Something to do. And our son's circumcised. By golly, if you've ever watched it, it's not nice. He sat there and shook, man, after he got his circumcision. Yeah, he did. He did sat there and shook away. You're so young, you're like, they cry anyways. Who gives a shit? Oh, that has to hurt. That has to hurt so fucking much. Literally cutting your skin off and So I can say I've had a circumcision and a vasectomy. They're really fucking with me down there, aren't they? Where's people fighting for my rights, man? Honestly, where are people fighting for my rights? Well, for those that watch my day show, my daughter did not break her 3-minute half mile. 3 minutes and 1 second. 3 minutes and 1 second. And she didn't bust her ass at the very end. You could tell she was tired on the first lap. So she is in 7th grade. So the 2 fastest on her team were only a couple seconds faster than her. So hopefully next year she will be one of the better ones. What was Plastabelle? I've never heard of that, man. Plastabelle? Y'all excited? Circle Back Girl is finally officially being replaced. In May, Jen Psaki, Circle Back Girl, is going to be replaced by Karine Jean-Pierre, who's going to be horrible. She's not going to be good, man, as the White House press secretary. We've seen her take some questions, and she's not good at all. Like, Psaki does a good job of twisting words and answering the question without answering. The new one, not going to be good. She's going to be the first openly LGBTQ plus person. Again, I don't know if she's... she lives with her partner, CNN journalist Suzanne Malveaux. Oh, wow. It's not like it's a big fucking club or anything. Isn't that interesting? The new White House press secretary, Jean-Pierre, lives with a CNN prostitute. Yeah, she's not going to be good, man. For real. If you've seen her answer some questions, it's... I'm very shocked that they picked her to... Again, Circle Back Girl does a good job. That's why she's probably going to be on MSNBC, having her Rachel Maddow, Joy Reid moments every night. Yeah. Fat Christ says, damn, even the lesbians want white women. Oh, it is true, isn't it? I never even thought about that. Wow, they actually do, don't they? Like, look, Lori Lightfoot, her wife, white lady, right? Wow, that is interesting, man. I wonder how many black women that are lesbians are with black women versus white women. What do you think the percentages would be? I would actually be curious if we could find that out. Are black lesbians more likely to be with another black lesbian or a white lesbian? Pat Cry says white men are running out of options. Well, did you want either one of these people on the screen? Because neither one of them was an option for me. I have no interest in that. You saw a Sasquatch with no shoes. See, again, that's why I can't go to Walmart. I'm too judgmental, man. I am too much judgmental. I'm just scrolling along on Daily Mail. Occasionally, I like to go see what they are reporting. I know I've seen shit about this more often. Liver issues with children. Now Ohio reports 7 cases of mysterious hepatitis in children as young as 18 months, with one requiring a liver transplant. Taking U.S. total to 39 with 1 death in Wisconsin. I know, their kids are getting hepatitis now. I almost think my wife told me something about that. I said it wouldn't shock me if they tried to say it's because people aren't getting vaccinated enough, but I don't know. Weird shit's afoot, I would say. Weird shit is afoot. Pat Cries, what pic do you want to look at? This actual picture right here. How many does New York have? New York has no deaths, and it doesn't look like any cases either. Mediocre says she saw an article blaming it on the adenovirus. Georgia had, again, 0. So here's the states that have detected cases of hepatitis in children. Alabama, California, Delaware, Georgia, I don't know. They have an asterisk. I don't know if they got any there. Yeah, I don't know. There's an asterisk by it, so I don't know. New York, the same thing. Maybe they...
Now we turn to an acute hepatitis outbreak in children around the world. There are 12 countries now reporting nearly 200 cases in children, being 1 month to some 16 years old. The outbreak resulting in at least one death and 17 children actually needing to receive liver transplants. Here in the United States, 14 cases have been reported. Dr. Roshini Raj explains a possible reason for the rise around the world in cases.
There is a suggestion that it may be related to a type of virus called adenovirus. Actually, adenoviruses also cause many of the common colds we see circulating, but in this case, it's thought it may be causing this acute inflammation of the liver, what we call hepatitis, and in some cases, quite serious and even life-threatening.
Dr. Raj says signs for parents to look out for include jaundice, darker urine, lighter stool, and other symptoms of an inflamed liver. And if you notice any of these signs, you are urged to...
Isn't it interesting how there's many weird occurrences of body issues taking place right now? And they're like, so no, we figured this is because of something about these solar flares. There's a lot more solar flares going on right now. That is causing a rise in the... Okay. What? Why do people... I'm sorry. Is this really true? I know I'm a curmudgeon, but Tim McGraw pays tribute to his talented daughter, Gracie, as he wishes her a happy 25th birthday. You inspire me every day. Really? Your 25-year-old daughter inspires you, a grown man, every fucking day? How? I would really like to know that. Explain how. Don't just give me that word window dressing bullshit. You inspire me every day. Does any of your children inspire you? Here's his daughter singing. Can she sing?
I've got 36
It's Faith Hill and Tim McGraw's daughter. Can she sing?
expressions. Sweet as pie and tough as leather. And that's 6 expressions more than all the Barrymores put together. Instead of just kicking me, why don't they give me a lift? Well, it must be a fact, because they're scared that I got such a gift. Well, I'm miffed, 'cause I'm the greatest star. I am by far. But no one knows it. Wait, they're gonna hear a voice, a silver flute. They'll cheer each tune. Gee, that kid.
That's Tim McGraw and Faith Hill's daughter? Oh, wow. That's, I would not expect that it came out of Faith Hill, right? Well, here, watch my daughter. Hey, yo.
Comes towards us and it's all in our garage.
Hey, yo.
Can you not hear me?
What?
There's a dog every time we try to get out of the car and it keeps going and messing with the bunny. So can someone come here to help us?
Call the house phone.
I already did!
There's a dog out there. Well, jump out and kick it in the head.
No! Every time I open the door to me, it comes running back. I don't want it to bite us.
Are you serious?
How did you guys not keep the garage shut? It was like in there messing with the bunnies.
Oh, you're so wimpy. Okay, I'll be right out. I'll be right back.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let get back to being best and mongrel. Every time I self a man to get angry. Yippee-yi-yo, too many girls calling the K9. Hey, yippee-yi-yo, when they tell me a man is part of the party. Yippee-yi-yo, put a woman in front and her man behind. I heard a woman shout out, who let the dogs out? 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 Say, a doggy is nothing if he don't have a bone. One doggy on the bone, one doggy on it. A doggy is nothing if he don't have a bone. One doggy on the bone, one doggy on it.
I'm going to find out who let the dogs out, and I'm going to go take care of them. Dude, the fucking dog knocked one of the bunny's waters over. And I walk in my garage, and I just see dog paw prints all through my garage. All through the fucking garage, there's paw prints from the dog because they got wet. Oh. And everybody knows I love dogs, man. I love dogs. So nice. I welcome the neighborhood dogs at 9 o'clock at night. Come into our garage. Come in. We have bunnies. You can eat one. Please take one with you. Hey, I'm just scrolling along on the Daily Mail. FDA limits use of Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine due to risk of life-threatening blood clots. It's safe and effective. I don't believe this. A year after it lifted pause on one-shot regimen taken by 18 million. The FDA announced Thursday it's limiting the use of the Johnson & Johnson one-shot COVID-19 vaccine after an investigation revealed that those who got the jab were at an increased risk of developing life-threatening blood clots. Almost like other people talked about this, I don't know, a fucking year ago. You're called a crazy person. Dude, this cracks me up, man. I read this earlier. Donald Trump wanted to launch secret missile strikes into Mexico to wipe out drug labs run by cartels. And they were acting like it was a bad thing. The way that seems that they're reporting this, it was like it was a bad thing. Could you believe Donald Trump wanted to use missiles to destroy drug labs? What a fucking idiot. I go, wow, that's actually pretty good, right? That's actually pretty good, man. Darth, thank you for resubscribing. For real, if you think about it, wow, we know where the cartels are having the drug labs. Well, of course we do. We're financing them. But here, the funny part, though, was I think he said he wanted to use Patriot missiles, which weren't Patriot missiles to take out other missiles. Yeah, this is according to Mark Esper, who served as Donald Trump's Secretary of Defense. He's written a new book, A Sacred Oath. I love that he says, he describes Trump as an unprincipled person who, given his self-interest, should not be in the position of public service. I don't know. I think that's actually serving the public, destroying the drug cartel fucking labs, right? They're all cashing in right now, man. Dr. Burks, she's on her book tour. She wrote a book. She's on her fucking book tour. Oh, yeah. Anybody that was in the Trump White House for a little bit, I would think they would have some type of book that they were going to be cashing in on. So Trump was angered by drugs coming into the U.S. across the southern border. He asked Esper, the Secretary of Defense, at least twice if the military could shoot missiles into Mexico to destroy the drug labs. Esper said Trump was dismissive of President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador and told him they don't have control of their own country. The Secretary of Defense said he objected, but Trump replied, "We could just shoot some Patriot missiles and take out the labs quietly," adding that no one would know it was us. Trump said, according to the book, that he would just say the United States had not conducted the strike. Esper, this guy right here, initially believed Trump was joking until he saw his face. It sounds like a pretty fucking good idea to me, right? What a piece of shit. You're not being serious, are you? Wow. So he wants to actually do something. I laugh. I said, so it's okay to destroy 300 people at a wedding to kill a couple bad guys in the Middle East, but we can't destroy drug labs in Mexico. No, we need the drugs coming across the border. Are you not getting it? Dude, who writes all these articles for the Daily Mail? Does anybody know? How many fucking writers, journalists they have or whatever? You know, I just scroll along and there's just article after article. What? Neighbors of autistic Louisiana woman who died fused to parents' couch after being left there for 12 years say she was last seen in public 15 years ago exercising outside her house. What the fuck? He called me a slut. I haven't been paying attention to the Amber Heard, Johnny Depp thing that much. Do we get video?
Did there come a time that you tape recorded Mr. Depp on this plane?
I want to sit here and say that I was telling myself I needed to leave him. But as he got worse, he demanded the oxygen tank from the flight attendant, excuse me. And he continued to drink and then eventually started howling like an animal. And passed out in the bathroom with the door locked, and was howling. And I at some point pushed record on my phone because there was that 5% part of me.
Objection, non-responsive.
I don't think it's non-responsive. She's explaining what led up to her tape recording him and why. I mean, I can ask her, okay. Will that solve it? Right. Why did you tape record him?
Because I knew that Johnny wouldn't remember.
Did she actually tape record him, or is Amber Heard, a 20-something-year-old, pulling out a tape recorder? I don't think so, right? Hey, I'm sorry, use the proper language, right? She's not using a tape recorder, so I would imagine that that's not the proper language. Van Drexel's saying he looks like she snorted cocaine. What the fuck? Bing is so bad, man. Wow. Holy shit. Dude, I try to find videos on YouTube, and usually they're not there, the ones I'm looking for. So we find them on Bing. Be careful what you search for Bing videos, because porn comes up so quickly. So quickly. It's amazing how fast porn comes up in your video searches on Bing. And if Hamster was listening, he would tell you that Bing has the best porn searches. I know. She seems like a real class act, 100% for sure, right? Seems out of her fucking mind, like beyond out of her mind. I don't know how. And it's funny. The little things I've seen from Johnny Depp, he seems more normal to me. I actually look at Johnny Depp as a little bit more normal from what I've seen of him during the trial than, so what's going on in the world right now besides that? Anything? I love everybody has an opinion about of course we all do listening, but the so-called abortion rights, blah, blah, blah. Van Drexel, is that the sniffing coke at her try? Okay.
Mental condition.
It doesn't. It's still hearsay, Your Honor. It doesn't. It's still. It doesn't. It's still hearsay, Your Honor. May we approach you?
Yeah, I don't know anybody that carries cocaine around on their fucking napkin, right?
Mental condition.
I mean, she did take it up, and the way she brought it up, though, the way she has it down in her lap, she's looking at it. Like looks like she's getting it ready. And she's holding it pretty flat. Wow. Right? She's almost holding that flat so it can go to her nostril, right? Very weird, man. Very weird.
Mental condition.
It doesn't. It's still hearsay, Your Honor.
I have no idea. That's definitely strange. Yeah, that's like she blew her nose. You didn't hear like a. That was interesting. Interesting. Again, I haven't been paying too much attention to that. I know some people, they got it on all fucking day, right? All day long. Here's what's crazy. So Trump was talking about sending missiles to destroy labs. So I actually saw a couple stories recently about the drug cartels in Mexico. This one was drug cartels raid schools and let kids joyride narco tanks and bizarre recruitment drive. It's recess time. Hop in the fucking Abrams tank. Fearsome drug cartels are trying to recruit children into their ranks by taking over schools, offering students money, and letting them joyride in their customized armored vehicles. And of course, I cannot watch the video here. It's not playing, I think, because of the Brave browser. Drug cartel assassins have been barging into schools, carrying guns, and trying to indoctrinate children into trafficking. That's insane. They're claiming they just go in and take over the schools and try to lure the pupils into a life of crime. Holy shit. One school, teachers were forced to cancel classes for 141 kindergartner, primary, and secondary students. What the fuck? Van Drexel, thank you very much for the 500 bits. What the fuck? Imagine that just sitting there. I don't know, man. If you're in kindergarten, they come offering you money. Huh? Honestly, you're a kindergartner and you don't have to do much to make a little bit of money. I could see people definitely taking them up on that offer. So you have the drug cartels going to the schools trying to recruit them. At the same time, you have youngsters ditching school to learn to fight against the cartels. So these kids are supposedly skipping school. They're learning how to shoot. Now again, maybe they're employed by a different cartel, but and again, I'm not there. I have no idea. Hell, this could just be for photo opportunities. Are you sure you're not preparing them to go to the Middle East? I always love when they have, like, Yankees hats. There's one of the little kids. He's got an NY New York Yankees hat. Wait, is that even a real gun?
Señores y señoras,
Nice skinny jeans.
de los medios de comunicación, sean bienvenidos.
Isn't it weird how you can be 11, 9, and look like you're fucking 60? I know. What are they learning with? Like Jericho says, they all look like fake guns and sticks. Are they learning with fake guns and sticks? Because that shit doesn't look real, does it?
Ya. Posición 4. Ya. Posición 3. Ya.
Next time I want a real fake gun. That would suck if you got the stick, right?
Posición 2.
Yeah, I know. Darth says, how come little Bobby gets an automatic rifle and I don't? I know, you got a kid on the end. They just got a little fucking toothpick.
El día 7 de septiembre del año 2019 a las 12 horas en la cabecera municipal de José Joaquín de Guerrero fue secuestrado el compañero Leocadio Bolaños Hernández en la comunidad a las 17:30 horas.
Captain Super 8 says they're not going to give the best gear to the JVT. Okay, do these look real? Those look a little bit more grown up. Not them, but the ones that were in front of them. They're probably the cannon fodder. They go at the front of the regiment when they go to fight, right? Jericho says, if we are the world police, why is this shit actually happening? It's a country just south of us, right? It's just south of the United States, and yeah, well, that's why a lot of them are walking from that country through that country to get here. Let me show you how to do it. You like my musket? They got rifles from like the fucking Civil War that they're fighting against the drug cartels. Oh, goddamn, man. And back in the day, it was the Mexican dirtweed, and now, what, they slowly made their way to fentanyl, right? Isn't that coming across the border more than anything? I highly doubt cannabis is coming across like it used to, right? I sure fucking hope not. I sure hope not. I'm sorry, I just laugh when people make these Republicans on abortion. They're like, yeah, you can't do it. No abortion for you. And then Republicans on dead children in 4 wars, they just look the other way. Nobody gives a fuck about people overseas, right? People claim they do, but I don't think anybody really does. I don't think anybody really does. I still haven't watched what's the name of that movie? Bird, whatever, with Sandra Bullock. Still never watched it. I never watched it. It came out on Netflix, and so many people were talking about it, and I'm such a contrarian. I go, I'm not going to watch it. My kids watched it. They said it was okay. I don't know. What was that movie called? Bird. It was called Bird something, right? You're not supposed to look or you die. What exactly was that movie about? Something about you don't look or you will die if you see something, right? I guess a lot of you didn't even watch either, right? Bird Box. A Bird Box was the name of it.
Where are you? Please don't take my children. Please don't take my children!
Snyder Yo said it was pretty good.
How have you been feeling? Have you been sleeping any better?
Rough. Then again, I never slept well before this condition.
Condition? It's called pregnancy. It's okay to say it out loud. Something's happened.
Can you just please drive?
Did you see something?
Come inside!
What's going on?
People describe seeing an entity that takes on the form of your worst fears.
Oh my God. What are you looking at? What did you see? What is wrong with you? Please stop it!
We can't stay here.
Every contact we have had with the outside has brought us death.
Your kids, they deserve hope.
Every single decision I have made has been for them.
They're gone.
Listen to me. We are going on the trip now. It's going to be rough.
Hold on!
If you hear something in the woods, you tell me. If you hear something in the water, you tell me. But under no circumstance are you allowed to take off your blindfold.
Do you hear that? The creatures.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever watch it. I don't think I will ever watch it. Snyder Yo says it was pretty good. I'm going to guess Sandra Bullock survives. I can't imagine them killing her, right? I cannot imagine them killing her.
So we call it, I call it the penis facial.
But what is it?
It is an extraction from a piece of skin that came from a young person far, far away, and they somehow figured out how to extract.
It's foreskin from a Korean baby.
Figured out how to extract.
It's foreskin from a Korean baby. That's what it is.
Okay.
Who comes up with this?
I call it the penis facial, and I think when you see how good it is to your face, you too will run to your local facialist and say, "Give me the penis." It's gonna happen. Give me the penis.
Yeah,
that's what you're gonna say.
I'm never gonna say that.
I don't know how you could put that. I couldn't do it. Even if it was, I'm like, oh, I got a vagina facial. Unless it was literally a vagina facial, real vagina in my face. But if I knew it was, they lopped off. Like, hey, say us men, we find out that, they remove clitorises and they have the genital mutilation and whatnot in other countries. Could you imagine if they took little snippets of the clitoris, and then we used it as like, I don't know, I put a little bit behind my ear before I go out?
Black children. She adopted her 8-year-old daughter, Layla, back in 2015, and she also has an 11-year-old son, Louis. Here's what she said on Red Table Talk.
That I wish our skins matched. Sometimes I do.
Yeah, of
because
course.
then it would be easy
It
on
would
how
be
people
easier.
approach us.
Yeah.
And I have the same feelings as a woman with brown skin, and it being her babies, or a white woman with, white babies.
Yes.
But
It's the mother-child dynamic
relationship.
You don't have to put a color on.
And maybe
mother.
one day that will go away. Maybe
Yeah.
one day we will be able to see with different eyes.
Yeah.
So, kind of goes in the form.
She adopted black kids with black skin, and then she said, I wish our skin did match. And she acted like people treat her differently because of her children's skin color not matching hers. And I'm like, you're fucking Sandra Bullock. People treat you differently because of who you are, not because of your offspring. Right? And again, there's so many offspring nowadays, you can't tell what the fuck they look like. Like, you don't know what they are. Like, for real, don't you see, like, families that they have children with different colored skin, kinda? Our kids are. We have one child that's a little bit darker skin. We have another one that's way lighter skinned. What the fuck? Looks bad. I'm just scrolling along on my Facebook. Hey, if you want to see what kind of Facebook shit I have, I know a lot of you aren't even on Facebook, right? Who's this guy? Picture Lieutenant Colonel Andrew Tanner, U.S. Air Force. He was shot down around Christmas while dogfighting 5 MiGs. He is credited with 4 confirmed aerial kills, blah, 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 blah. Very few remember this hero. Today we celebrate the life of Lieutenant Colonel Andrew Tanner. Okay. Today's also National Day of Prayer. Make sure you're saying your prayers. Wall Street sees great risk of default by major banks. That's nice. Shocking. I already read that. Ron Paul passage about abortion. I like this stuff. If a woman has sex with 100 random men in a year, she can still only produce one full-term pregnancy. If a guy has sex with 100 random women in a year, he can produce 100 full-term pregnancies. So why exactly are we only talking about regulating women? And the person sharing it says, can someone explain? Because I don't get it either. This person's postings drive me fucking nuts. I almost have unfriended them, but I kept it. So she just constantly posts dumb shit. Can we please stop pretending to be shocked at the evangelical embrace of totalitarianism? Their entire worldview is obey me or burn in hell. The fuck did you think their politics were going to be? I love how, again, that it's only evangelical Christians that are against abortion. What are you? That isn't true, man. That's not reality. Again, they're fucking atheists that are against abortion. Believe it or not, there are atheists that, yes, they're not down with abortion. So I don't know why you keep saying it's Christians, evangelicals. Listen to this. How our souls enter bodies before birth. Listen to this shit, man. I have discovered with my work at least two main ways that the entity is born. This person is telling us how our souls enter bodies. They may enter the body while it is still in the womb and go through the actual birth if they wish to experience this. They may also remain outside of the baby's body, but in close proximity to the mother and merely watch. They have the freedom during this time to still go back and forth to the spirit planes as they are not totally tied to the baby yet. The main requirement, no matter which way they choose to do it, is that they enter the baby's body at the first breath. Failure to do so can result in stillbirths. So, like, just as long, if they're crowning, you can still kill them. I mean, if they're crowning coming out, you can still, because they may still be watching. They may still be watching and not, wow, that's insane. I had never heard anybody say that until probably a couple years ago. I heard a person saying, parents were saying, I didn't choose my child chose me. And I go, what the fuck did you just say? And I didn't choose my child chose me. And oh man, I went off on that. That's one of the dumbest things I've fucking heard. And yeah, there's people that truly believe that. Yeah, there's even people that believe that there are entities, souls or whatever, that choose to be aborted. They actually choose to go because it may do something for that mom. Like it may be to help that mom learn a lesson, teach them. Yeah, I'm like, you believe in that metaphysical bullshit. That's hilarious that people actually believe that. So the soul can either enter the body of the baby whenever it wants while it's within the mother, or it could just hang out on the outside chilling, and then I guess decide to go in before the first breath. Okay. Is this true, ladies? I'm just scrolling along at her postings. She's sharing this. Girls only want one thing, and it's to get railed in a Victorian dress in a greenhouse during a thunderstorm. Well, a Victorian dress, my understanding, they were the wide hip things, right? So to have to pull that up, fuck that. Mediocre, is that what you want Mango to do, is bang you while you're wearing a Victorian dress in a greenhouse during a thunderstorm? I bow down to no law. I bow to no law made by men who never bore a child. Pay your taxes. This person sharing this says, this country needs to be burned to the ground and rebuilt for the people. Yeah, okay. Again, dude, I hate these generalizations. I really, really do get annoyed by them. I've never met a pro-life person who was actively doing anything to help systemic access to medical care, education, or social services for poor mothers and their unwanted children. You live in a very fucking small world because there are... How could you say that? There aren't pro-life people doing fucking anything to help anybody. Really? That's it's a big fucking world. It's a big world to make that generalization, right? Oh, I hate, dude. Davey? If somebody says systemic, I'm done, man. You say systemic, and I know that your brain has been given over. Like, there's a systemic use of the word systemic. This cracks me up, too. They're trying to say pro-life men will switch up real quick when they realize hookup culture will be over because no one wants to risk pregnancy and prison time for some dude who won't even make them finish. Well, what makes me laugh is this is basically admitting to using abortion as birth control. And there have been a lot of people say that, well, the hookup culture is going to be over and done with. Really? I guarantee you it won't be. People like having sex. People like having sex, man. Oh, here we go. Again, I'm on the same person's Facebook page. They're sharing this shit. Fun fact, trans people wouldn't be highly depressed, suicidal if y'all didn't treat us like shit. It's not mental illness. It's carrying the burden of your hate and ignorance that drags us down. People are happier when you just let them be happy. Hey, guess what? We're all fucking depressed. I love how everybody thinks they have a fucking monopoly on everything. Oh, I'm sad. Yeah, everybody's fucking sad. You don't have a monopoly on it. Here's another share. She says, wish y'all would realize this. Ending abortion will bring nothing but pain, not only for women, but for children. Children will be born to parents who can't afford them. Parents who aren't ready, or they will live their lives in foster care. More poor kids, more abused kids, more traumatized kids. Okay, if that is the reality, we need to fucking figure out why we have people that are having children that they can't fucking raise. There's something going on with fucking society that people can't step up and actually be responsible for your offspring. So why don't we have that? Yeah, I want to do the, y'all ain't ready for that discussion, right? Don't you like when people say that? Y'all ain't ready for that discussion? It's the truth, though. I don't think people want to have that discussion. This is funny, too. Did you see this? People are worried. They said if you're using an online period tracker or tracking your cycles through your phone, get off it and delete your data. They're going to find out who you are. They're going to use it. The Handmaid's there. There's people that think we're going to be living in... Right there, look at this. Look at this. They want this, the Handmaid's Tale bullshit. Instead, they're going to get this, some badass women. Those are all fictitious characters, though, right? Aren't they all fictitious characters? If they overturn Roe versus Wade, men should be forced to get vasectomies until they are ready for children. We're about saving lives, right? What the fuck? On Tuesday, my child will be 6.5 years old. I will be exactly 6 months away from paying off my 20% portion of her $1.2 million birth. We can't be deciding as a country to force carrying pregnancies, and we won't provide insurance that covers the cost. Wait. Where? What kind of issues did you have? Were you in the hospital for a fucking year? $1.2 million birth. Whoa. Wait, what? What? Okay, there ain't no way a birth, just a regular old birth cost. Oh, I got to see this, what was her name? At Teresa. Or was that? Chapel. I gotta see if she says why she was charged that much. She's a public health geek, maternal and child health advocate, social justice seeker, mother of 3. Amazing. Dude, she has 34,000 fucking followers. I don't know if I believe that shit. Okay. Please have some explanation, please. $861 people died as a result of pregnancy in 2020. This number is up 18% compared to 2019. We can't be forcing carrying pregnancies when we can't even keep people alive during childbirths. Oh my gosh, that's... Okay, here we go. This person says average birth already costing $10,000 to $30,000 from the start. If you have a complication during pregnancy, that number skyrockets. Factors add up. NICU stays for mom plus baby. Insurance not covering costs. Interest on what's unpaid when you leave. I don't... $1.2 million for one delivery. My wife's a labor and delivery nurse. I have no idea if she will be able to provide any insight, but that sounds like absolute fucking insanity. There is a woman that claims that she had a $1.2 million birth. How could that... That's what she's claiming. Yeah, I guess she's saying... She said, we can't be deciding as a country to force carrying pregnancies when we won't provide insurance that covers the cost.
You know what I'm guessing? Nobody would have babies if it was that much. What I'm guessing is she probably was there for months, and maybe her child went to NICU, so she has both expenses. And no insurance. I don't know. That sounds...
Insane, right? Yeah. Well, what do you think like one night stay in a hospital would cost? Probably like 10 grand, right?
Birth is like a package. One night stay, 10 grand. No.
Yeah.
What? A whole delivery and birth is... No, I don't even know.
I'm talking about like if you stay in the hospital overnight, aren't you? They probably going to charge you
10 grand.
She doesn't even think 10 grand. So Camber Girl thinks it has to be a preemie. Other people were saying that too. It was probably a preemie. That's why I said she probably was there for months. Like, I like that. The reason I'm talking about this is because this person I'm friends with on Facebook, she just constantly shares just all that. Like, capitalism kills people and just this constant, just whatever the woke stuff. I hate to use that word, but exactly. But she's sharing that as if that's a normal thing. So, what you were a surrogate? Like, what was your deliveries probably for? Yeah.
With insurance, usually, I don't know, you think of what you have to pay. I mean, unless you have a C-section, at least $5,000. I don't know. And you have your epidural charges. If you have a C-section, it's more. Spend so many days. I don't remember how many.
She doesn't fully remember.
Insurance.
$1.2 million is insane, though. $1.2 million. I'll be joining it soon. $1.2 million. And again, I don't think she came to her defense and shared any information. She actually said she silenced the replies. There was probably so many people going, what the fuck? $1.2 million. Yeah, that's not normal. That's not a normal delivery. We've had 6 children, 4 for us, 2 for surrogates, and no, Lemmy, it's a replay. Don't tell anybody, though, okay? Here, like, the person shares these things. Capitalism has pulled millions out of poverty. My brother in Christ, what do you think put them in poverty in the first place? I just have to laugh at these things because I don't even know what capitalism is. I know what people claim it is, but yeah, so some people claim capitalism pulled millions out of poverty, and they're claiming capitalism put people into poverty. And Little Lemmy, thank you for the 100 bits, and Balls Deep for 100, B. Kirch with 100. Gracias, senors and senoritas. This is a white woman sharing. This is so weird, man. They're claiming Martin Luther King said this. He may have said, I've never heard this quote from Martin Luther King. Has anybody heard this quote from MLK? We have deluded ourselves into believing the myth that capitalism grew and prospered out of the Protestant ethic of hard work and sacrifice. The fact is that capitalism was built on the exploitation and suffering of black slaves and continued to thrive on the exploitation of the poor, both black and white, here and abroad. Do you think MLK actually said that? And Mediocre, thank you for the 100 bits. I don't know, I just find it odd that people just share stuff like that, and is that true? And the government's so involved with businesses. Yeah, I don't know whatever the fuck capitalism is. My understanding is, I don't know if it's true or not. From what I read, Marx is the one that actually coined the phrase capitalism. And a lot of us, I think, believe more in a free market. And with the government involved, there's not a free market. So... I was trying to see if I could find any capitalism songs. I don't know if there's... Well, Jericho, they rewrote history right in front of our fucking eyes. That ain't a capitalism song. They tricked me. Here. Let's see this. What the fuck is this? Does anybody know? Oingo Boingo? Only a lad? It's titled Capitalism. I have no fucking idea, man. Captain Super H, thank you for gifting those 5 subscriptions.
There's nothing wrong with the capitalism. There's nothing wrong with the free enterprise. Don't try and make me feel guilty. So tired of it. Right. There's nothing wrong with making some profit. If you ask, I will say it's a sign. There's nothing wrong with the wanting to live nice. I'm so tired of it. Hearing you whine about the revolution. I'm bringing down the reach. When was the last time you took a ditch, baby? You're a pain in the ass. You criticize with plenty of vigor. You rationalize everything that you do with catchy phrases and heavy quotations. And everybody is as crazy but me. You're just a middle class socialist brat from a suburban family, and you never really had to work. And you tell me that you got to get back to the struggling masses, whoever they are. You talk about the suffering and pain. Your mouth is bigger than your entire brain. What the hell do you know about suffering and pain, you dumb fuck?
Captain Super 8s, I actually like this a lot better than a lot of the songs from the 80s. I never heard this song before. Never, ever have heard this song. Yeah.
From my heart and from my hand, why don't people understand my intention?
Yes, they did. Oingo Boingo did Weird Science as well. And I should cheer on the hype train, but I'm too lazy. Thanks for those throwing bits and subs this way. Really appreciate it. And if you don't got shit going on tomorrow, man, come hang out with us. Fuck around Friday. Fuck around Friday tomorrow. I'm Not Right Network, 11 Eastern. And Balls Deep, thank you for the 300 bits. Yeah, I'm going to try to go and do Thursday shows. I don't know if it'll be every single Thursday. I would have been earlier tonight, but my daughter had Trek. And again, she didn't get under 3 minutes, man. She got to 3:01. I hate saying 3:01 because it's actually 3:01. Isn't it weird we say that? Who was the first person that fucking said that? They go, well, it looks like an O, so instead of saying 3:01, we will say 3:01. 800 meters, so a half mile. I could tell in the first lap that she just, and that's the fastest she ran all year. Like, that's the fastest she ran all year, but I could tell in the first lap she was tired. She even said it. Like, yeah, she's a 7th grader, and she's one of the younger 7th graders, too, so hopefully she keeps it up and gets better. I'm actually excited, man. All 3 of my daughters are playing sports. My 2 oldest are playing lacrosse. The 14-year-old is hardcore into fucking lacrosse. Hardcore, man. She has been watching so much lacrosse. She's the one that's actually going to summer camp for lacrosse. And she goes outside. She practices by herself. I actually, dude, the other night I watched 15 minutes of a college lacrosse game, like actual 15 minutes of game time. I was sitting there just watching. Like, I can't believe I just watched almost an entire, I guess it would be a third, not a quarter. Yeah, my son played basketball when he was younger, and then in high school he was a swimmer. It's so funny. After he got older and he graduated, he goes, why didn't you try to get me to play football more? I was like, motherfucker, man. I tried to get you to play football when we were younger. And he had no interest whatsoever. Nah, it's alive. We be alive right now. So here, for those who are looking at the screen, this is my daughter. Today she watched Boston College, Syracuse. She watched North Carolina versus Boston College. I watched part of one of these games. Literally, I sat there for like 30 fucking minutes and watched it. And I'm actually I'm like, oh, come on, that was a horrible pass. I'm looking through my YouTube history on one of my accounts, so you can see my daughter's been pretty much every day she watches lacrosse. Like there's Sunday, Saturday, Friday. Most days, like when she eats breakfast or whatever, she'll sit down, she'll put the lacrosse on, and I love it, man. Seriously, I'm like really excited. I'm excited because it shows that she is definitely interested. And I thought they were insane trying to play, and we had to pay $600 and something fucking dollars. So I'm glad that they actually enjoy it. So what do y'all think, man? Actually, you know what? Let's have some fun. I don't know if I ever did it on a Thursday night, and I know we don't have a lot of people hanging out right now. Dude, I love playing the mugshot game. I got 5 out of 5 the other day, man. Dude, I was seriously so proud of myself. So fucking proud of myself, man. If you've never played along, we get to look at 5 mugshots, and then there's 5 crimes, and you have to guess the crime. The other day, I got this. 5 out of 5. I was so fucking shocked. So shocked because I don't know if I've gotten 5 out of 5 before. I'm just replaying that one to show everybody. So let's actually play along, man. Let's actually play along. If you have not played, I'm going to share the link in the chat. There's usually a theme for the game. This one, all the people in the mugshot, they are wearing Tom and Jerry shirts. They're wearing Tom and Jerry shirts. So we get 5 mugshots, 5 crimes. The crimes are stealing, leased, or rented property, narcotics possession, disturbing the peace, violating a protective order, or domestic assault. I shared the link in the chat. You can play along if you want. Stealing, leased, or rented property. Wait, stealing, leased, or rented. So is that not paying? So would that be like they went to rent to own and they didn't pay for it? So here we go. Let's see. I think I'm going to go with her with stealing, leased, or rented property. There's one female. I feel like she is the stealing, leased, or rented property. Or domestic assault, I feel like. I don't know why. I feel like she's one of those two. But domestic assault, I'm actually... Darth thinks number 4 is narco. I think I'm going to go with him with domestic assault. Actually, you know what? And again, this game is so fucking difficult. That's why to get 5 out of 5 the other day was... I was very shocked. I am not confident about this whatsoever. Did anybody play along? If you did, what did you get? Violating a protective order. I am not confident in this whatsoever. I don't think it's going to be 1 out of 5. I got the one dude violating a protective order. You were right, Darth. Darth, you were right with the narcotics possession. And I did. I even kind of thought maybe disturbing the peace. Let's try one more. I will share the link in the chat. These people are all wearing... Here's the thing. Guess what? I think we've already played this one. For those that watch the show often, I'm pretty sure we already play this one because... I go, what's cookies? I didn't know what cookies was. And then somebody said, I think it's a CBD or a THC. It's something to do with cannabis, right? So even though I've already played this, and some of you may have played this too, you'll still not remember. You'll still not remember who was what. So these people are arrested. We got 5 mugshots: false imprisonment, contempt of court, burglary, public intoxication, and narcotics possession. Honestly, I don't remember this at all. I've played this one before. I know I have because I remember the white dude on the end, the RoboCop looking guy. I am so not confident in this either. Fuzzy, I don't know if we can get a hype train going, man. Thanks for 100 bits. We just had a little one going not that long ago. Let's see. I'm not confident in any of these. Like I said, 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5. I got to remember that, man, for real, because the last time that the black dude had narcotics possession, I was like, oh, that's quite shocking to me. That, for real, like, if you showed people the two on the end, the white guy and the black guy, and said, one's narcotics, one's burglary, I'm going to guess probably at least 80-something% are probably going to say the black man's burglary and the white guy is narcotics, right? Skis, you got 0 out of 5. It is. It's fucking difficult, man. It is not easy. Not easy. I flipped around a couple. I would have done better. Again, I've already done this one. I have already done this one. I'll share the link. I'll do one more. I've already done this one. I have no idea. These are all Yankees fans, or at least wearing something to do with the Yankees. Again, narcotics possession. That's usually, you think, white people shit, right? And I laugh. The two white people are are they siblings? Are they... It's almost like the mugshot. They have mugshots that were taken like 6 weeks apart, right? Don't the two white guys look like they're related? Let's see. Fuck, man. I don't remember this, and I've already done it. That's what's crazy, is I've already done this, and I don't remember. They're all guilty of being probably fair weather fans. I like the best team in the world. I don't know. Are the... Again, I keep getting 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5. I could play this same one with the Yankees in like 5 days, and I'm not going to remember, man. I am not going to remember. You know what? I always go there to play the game, and I never even read any of the arrest. Curious what. Circumcision rage leads to Florida bust. Oh, we actually started off the show talking about circumcision. Up St. Petersburg. That's right down the fucking road from me, man. Right down the road from me. A 28-year-old Florida man was arrested yesterday for allegedly battering his ex-boyfriend. What? During a pre-dawn confrontation about penises. What the fuck? Cops report that Kyle Elias Perez, or Elias, who shares the St. Petersburg residence with the 37-year-old victim, woke up his ex at 5:15 a.m. and confronted the victim for not having any compassion for Perez's desire for uncircumcised penises. What? Wait. He confronted the victim for not having any compassion for his desire for... You don't understand. I need an uncircumcised cock in my mouth. How are you supposed to have compassion for that? So he's gay. He's wanting his ex to have compassion on him for his desire for uncircumcised. What the fuck? Investigators noted that Perez, who apparently is circumcised, screamed at the victim for having no compassion for the arrested's mutilated genitals. Oh, wow, for his own. Look at me. Look at me. God hates the tips of little baby sticks. Perez cops say, then grabbed the victim's arms and struck the man in the face, causing visible injuries to arm and face. What the fuck? Wow, he actually got busted. He said the account of the incident was correct and that he and his ex-boyfriend victim were arguing over uncircumcised penises. That's interesting. So he was yelling about his ex not having compassion for his uncircumcised fucking penis. What the fuck? A Louisiana woman who fired a shot at a male acquaintance who refused to perform oral sex on her. Wow. Could you imagine that? Damn, you want to talk about pushy. Holy shit. A Louisiana woman who fired a shot at a male acquaintance who refused to perform oral sex on her has pled guilty to a felony gun charge. Oh, what does she look like, man? I want to know what she looks like. Oh, please let there be a picture of this woman. Holy shit, dude, she was 19. 19 years old. Are you fucking kidding me? Yo, get over here and eat this pussy. Wait. Is this her? So there's pictures of this person. Do you think that that's her? Wow, if you're listening and not watching, her looks like a he. Big time, right? Dude, fuck off with your Russia shit. I'm tired of you fuckers coming in here and going, and then the Russia this, and then the Russia that. Is there anybody in the chat talking about Russia? Anybody? Any of the regulars? Anybody talking about Russia in the chat? Let me scroll along for a little bit. I don't see anybody talking about Russia, right? Is anybody talking about Russia whatsoever ever in the chat right now? Scrolling. I don't see anybody, right? I wasn't talking about Russia, so why the fuck is Modest Proposals talking about Russia? Fuck off and take a hike. Seriously, you guys are fucking annoying, man. Yeah, that's... you keep coming in. I don't know if it's the same fucking people or if it's some type of bots or whatever it is, but I guarantee it's not just coming into this chat too. I guarantee they're not just coming in this chat, but it's the same MO. They come in and they just start talking to themselves about Russia. Nobody fucking cares. Tear down that wall. Hey, let me go give Gorbachev a noogie and try to rub off that fucking birthmark. No, nobody fucking cares. A lot of us don't even give a shit about the United States. What do you think about that? Oh my gosh. I may be just speaking for myself on that one, but yeah, a lot of us don't give a shit, man. A lot of us are actually tired of the tribalism and the nationalism and all the fucking stuff. That's why we're sitting here trying to talk about the important things. A woman that is pulling out fucking guns and shooting because it looks like her, right? I mean, that's the picture. The victim told police that he invited Speed to his home due to the two hanging out earlier in the day. Speed, the man added, subsequently asked for oral sex. After the man declined the request from the woman, she produced a .40 caliber handgun and demanded oral sex again, stating if he declined, she would shoot him. When the man grabbed Speed's wrist, she fired the weapon, but the round did not hit him. The victim fled from his home and jumped from the second floor balcony to avoid getting shot at again. What the fuck? Okay, so it says, see, so I think that is the victim. I want to see what she looks like, man. I want to see what she looks like because it says the victim seen below, but that's not below. Wow. Wow. She actually picked up the spent casings. Wow. She admitted to picking up the spent casing because it had her DNA on it. Holy shit. Well, somebody go home and get over here and eat this pussy. Right? Somebody's going to eat this pussy. Okay. What the fuck? Oh, I'd actually like to. Is that her? Again, we're on the Smoking Gun website. Cops, DUI suspect broke out dance moves during roadside sobriety test. To the left, to the left. A Florida woman suspected of drunk driving performed multiple ballet and Irish folk dance moves. That's fucking great. She's doing a pirouette and shit, spinning around. La, 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 la. Look at this. Multiple ballet and Irish folk dance moves. Look, I can river dance. While undergoing field sobriety tests after rear-ending a vehicle. Oh, that's hilarious. She rear-ended a fucking vehicle, and then she got out and danced for the police. She smelled alcohol, had slurred speech, and was unsteady on her feet. But yet she fucking killed that river dance. Is that her? Damn. This is her Twitter account, I'm pretty sure. Spending time with me is like having a shot of espresso. She's got she, her in her bio. Ugh. Dude, she's up on her fingers doing that shit. Fuck that. What is that thing called? I learned about a burpee today. It's kind of like the up-down exercise. What is that called? If you're listening, not watching, she is, I don't even know how to explain. She's basically doing a split, and then she decided to lift herself up off the ground and just be holding herself by her fucking fingers. Okay. I don't know if I'd ever be able to do that. I don't think I could ever fucking do that in life. There's no way. That was Amy Harrington. And that is her picture. That is her picture right there. Of course, it was in Florida, Madeira Beach. Again, right down the road from us. Not that far. It's not that far. She works at St. Petersburg Bar and Grill. She was already arrested for a DUI following a 2019 crash. Oh, I wonder, anybody locally, you want to go to the St. Pete Bar and Grill tomorrow? I don't even know where the fuck that is. St. Petersburg Bar and Grill. I don't even know if there is that actual thing. Look, I just looked up where she supposedly works. St. Petersburg Bar and Grill. And, yeah, it doesn't seem to exist. I never heard of it. I have never heard of it. Y'all think she's hot? I don't know, man. She has looks like got the fake shit going on. And again, there's a difference between like being willing to Ellen somebody or go on, yes, I would like to have a relationship, date, and whatnot. Like total difference, right? Do you guys separate things that way? Are you guys are you guys dogs that way to where and again, I've shared this with you before, I think. My wife, Shannon, and I, like, she told me if I ever cheat on her, I better be with somebody hotter than her. And we'd be out and about, and I would like point to people, and I go, "What do you think about that person?" And she'd be like, "Oh my gosh, you would have sex with that person? Oh my gosh, that would be so." And I'm like, "God damn, if that person was actually attractive, if I showed you some of the people I would have sex with, you would." And she says, "I know, you'd have sex with whoever, you don't care." No, I do have some taste. I do have some taste. When I was younger, though, man, even I never understood it. Like, I found a lot of girls way more attractive than other people did. And I was like looking at their bodies too. Even as a teenager, like people would go, "Yeah, she's ugly." I'm like, "Well, you're not having sex with her face." Right? Like there was some people that had really nice bodies and their face wasn't as nice. Some of the girls that had nice faces were like super skinny and whatnot. And no, I have no interest in the fucking bean poles. Sorry, little Lemmy, if you're still listening. Not for I guess I can't say that, man. I did have multiple girlfriends when I was younger that were kind of skinny. So I don't know. I never discriminated though. I never fucking discriminated for real. Now that I say that, man, I never had any girls that were like overweight or bigger. Most of my girlfriends were pretty fucking skinny. Yeah, Shanna was probably the one that had one of the, like, I'm not kidding. If you're listening, honey, and she knows it, her Publix outfit, oh, it was not flattering. When I first met my wife, she was wearing a Publix outfit that, oh, so unflattering. Did not like it at all. Captain Super 8 says, "There's a lot to be said for a girl who's doing the best with what she's got." Wasn't that what we all can do, right? Is just do the best with what we got. I think I about gave the best that I can do tonight. Probably going to go. I'm going to guess Shannon's already fucking sleeping. That would be my guess, that my wife is already sleeping. She had to work this morning super early, and she's got to work tomorrow super early. So yeah, I'm gonna guess a lot of Thursdays I'll do a show for a while. Not every Thursday, because I do have shit I gotta do myself. As usual, if you got anything to say, ImNotRightNetwork@gmail. ImNotRightNetwork@gmail. And by the way, the clones are doing great, man. The clones are doing great. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, everything's ImNotRightNetwork. Come back tomorrow, fuck around Friday, 11 Eastern.